What is happening, everybody? Happy Monday, everyone. How is everybody doing tonight? Today? Let me pause that. Ground fog. What's up, buddy? Roach, Kathleen, Lemmy, Mikey Reese, DNA, Wayne, all members of the G Ballers. What's up? What's up? Betty, what's happening? Urban, what's up, buddy? What is happening? Why is that being goofy? What's up, Lonnie? Member of the G Ballers. Why is that not working? What's everybody carrying today? Anything exciting? It may be on my end, Kathleen. It looks. That's really weird. Through StreamYard, it looks nice and clear. And through. Touch up my appearance. Touch it up, baby. I'm all wound up. Delaney, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. LCV, what's up, man? Member of the G Ballers. Hmm. Wonder why it does that. Pair of 3 and a Devo nip for the Roach. What's a pH tab? Oh, I did just restart. Tactile Maverick, titanium, and S90V carbon fiber bug out for Lonnie. Nice. Yeah, I don't get it. On like StreamYard's end, it looks really good. And then clean and clear. But on the YouTube side, it looks like trash. I don't get it. If I do that, does it help? No? What is this? What's this touch up my appearance crap? Got my Microtech Troodon double edge today from Stas's Sales. Killer deal on it. Super stoked. The Troodon is one I want to check out myself. I haven't got a chance to check that out. Let me see. Midnight, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. I wonder. Boy, that's crazy. You guys should see how clean and clear it looks on StreamYard's end. I wonder why it's doing that. Wayne figured out what to buy. Sheepdog S35, all black with black carbon fiber handle. Nice, dude. If you've never had a sheepdog before, it's a great, great knife. Great, great knife. Urban Woodsman's daughter scored a goal. Nice. At a soccer game. I don't understand. I don't understand. Dang, Ross, member for 13 months. Goal, come here, turkey. 13 months. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Come here, turkey. Gibble, gibble, gibble. And then Crispy coming in with 11 months. Holy smokes. Whoa, almost a year, baby. Hell yes. What's up, the Crispy the Critter? The Crispier the Critter? Okay, so it's starting to clear up a little bit, huh? Starting to look a little better, right? Okay, maybe. How does everyone like the AD-15? I love the AD-15. Love it. Betty Davis got her RSK today. Magnicut or 20 CV? Wayne, is that the black washed or the PVD coating? Is it the shiny looking blade or is it the black washed looking blade? In my experience, they both hold up pretty good, so you're going to be fine. Believe it or not, even those cheap coatings that you see on like $30 knives, whatever, uh, they might get marked up while you're using it, but you take a little bit of oil and clean it off, or a little bit of lubricant or whatever, it's going to most likely come clean. You have to really, really, you would have to run that along like a nail or something, the end of a nail, to get through some of them coatings, even the crappy ones. Have one of my months, Crispy. Toddy Carr, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, come on over to the GBALL Vision chat if you are in the Dr. Prepper chat. Trying to get that revamped over there. Trying, but it's not easy. No, Delaney, you're not a noob, buddy. 2 months. You got your new logo or your new emblem, right? After 30 days. You'll be getting a new one here next month. I updated those so there's some different ones. So Ross has the 13 month or the 1 year one. And then yeah, they're all a little different. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. How's it going, brother? LCV coming in with 1 month, baby. How does everyone feel about the AD-15? So, Fred the Lug, what's up, bud? Member of the G Ballers. I feel pretty strongly about it. I got one right here. Scorpion lock. It's a freaking. It's a different. It's a different animal than anything else on the market. This scorpion lock. It's It's a different thing. Don't buy this expecting to, you can fidget with it, but it's going to be a different style of fidget. But one thing you're going to get is an extremely strong lock, just like all the Demcos. Mine is still being broken in. This actually hasn't got a ton of carry. To be quite honest with you. Now, my original AD10 has a ton of carry and use on it. Same steel, but this one, I got a hell of a deal on this. Amazon was running one of their crazy sales, and I think I got this for like $100. And then that's how I got my AD10. That's how I got my AD10 Tanto Light. Amazon is the place to get cold steels. If you pick and choose the right time to get a cold steel, you can get an AD10 and S35 for like 110-ish, AD15 for that same, you know, I've seen them go as high as like 170, 180 on Amazon and as low as like 100. So, baby girl, what's happening? Thanks, Midnight. Appreciate it, buddy. Ginger Fisher, what's up, bud? Yeah, I like black wash finish as well. Um, my favorite finish is probably something like what's on the Evolution here, like a heavy tumble, heavy wash. Either this finish or like an acid wash finish. So basically, this type of wash, but it's even a little deeper, kind of like what Null Knives does. You don't get to see much of an acid wash, and I love acid washes and like heavy washes, but black wash, see, that's part of my problem. I like everything. I like hand satin, belt satin. I like stone wash, like heavy washes, black washes. I like DLCs. Magna Cut, nice, nice. Curtis, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Good to see you. If I piss on it, the coating flakes right off. Might need to see a doctor. Yeah, maybe. Homer, what's up, bud? Member of the G Ballers. I have too many girls I'm looking for now. Don't sound like too bad of a problem. Iron Butter Knife, what's happening? The 8015 is a beast. You can't go wrong with this knife. I don't know what your plan is for it, LCV, but it's a beast. It's a great knife. I mean, really solid knife. This is kind of like you could buy this knife and this be your only knife, and you would be in really good shape. It's dependable. It's got a dependable lock. It's got a great all-around steel in S35. And the cold steel and the Taiwanese factory, they do it good. It's got textured G10 handles. Plus, you can get aftermarket stuff for it as well. I'm thinking about getting a clip for an aftermarket clip, although I do enjoy being able to get this out of my pocket very easily because of how it's done, and that's why it's designed this way. But I'm thinking about getting an aftermarket clip. There was a clip that almost fit on here. I forget what it was, but I couldn't make it work. Somebody told me about it, and I just couldn't get it to work. They got theirs to work. I couldn't get mine to work. Um, But there are aftermarket clips you can get for the 15 and the 10. Josh Worth, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Member of the G Ballers. Got the Parrot 3 and LMAX today. Nice. Nice. Real nice. Love LMAX. Great steel. Coffee is life. I agree. Make them 1 to 12 pull balls and then G-ball for 12 plus. Dude, you know how long it took me to get the ones on there that we freaking already have, man? Maybe at some point we'll get there. I'm not sure which model you're talking about, Wayne. I don't think I've seen that one. Say it was an S35. Got the Kubi Verigero today. Nice knife. Just wish they would have made it in better steel than 14C. It looks like you got this knife right here. Here, let's show everybody what new knife Wayne got. Mimo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, Todd, I'm with you on that, dude. I'm with you on that. It's a little bit more robust, little bit taller of a blade. They're both really, really good. But if I had to choose between the 15 and the 10, I think I would ultimately go with the 10 as well. It's just a little bit, if we're talking about a robust. Now, the one thing the 15 has, if you don't want that robustness of like the 10, that's where the 15 would come in nice because it's a little bit more, it's still a hefty boy, but it's a little bit more slender than the 10. But for my purposes, and I would probably go with the 10 as well. It looks like that's going to be their black wash finish, and it's going to hold up extremely well. Extremely well. Is that the carbon fiber? That's what it says. It almost looks like the micarta one. Oh, okay, I see it. It is carbon fiber. Okay. Miller, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Wasn't the Demco 20.5 20CV just at Blade HQ for 110? I'm not sure, but that would be a hell of a deal. Torgon, what's up, buddy? I love you too. Brian, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Good to see you, my man. This is actually a black washed right here, Wayne. So it's a coated blade, but you'll see these pictures don't really do a great job at showing it. There we go. You see how it has kind of like a faded look almost, kind of like that faded look or that worn look is like a wash. So they coat it and then they like tumble it in essence. That might not be 100% proper, but it's coated and then they wash it. And it gives it kind of like some people call it like a working finish. And that finish right there is a good finish for a user, something you're going to use all the time. We can look at another knife here. It won't be hard to find. But so that's their black wash finish. That's what any black wash looks like for the most part. Now this, what are they calling this? So this is going to be their shiny, like PVD coating. You see how it's real shiny? That is not a black wash. That's just a standard coating right here. but they hold up well too, in my experience. Like I said, you have to really be doing something stupid. They might get smudged up and marked up and stuff while you're using them. But as soon as you're done using it and you take a little bit of lubricant, a little bit of oil, microfiber cloth, wipe it down, it's going to come pretty much ultimately all the way clean for the most part. Now, a DLC finish is going to look fairly similar to this, but it's going to have possibly a little bit more shine to it than that. Let's see here. Yes, like the Militol, the new Militol. Amazon and Midway are the best places to get cold steel knives. Yeah, exactly. And Todd, Midway sells their cold steels through Amazon, so that's partially why Amazon's the place to go. I mean, some people will say don't buy off Amazon, but there's tons of companies like Midway. Not that I like Blade HQ, but Blade HQ, Chicago Knife Works, places like that just sell their crap through Amazon, and you get quicker shipping, quicker delivery. So I just order the crap through Amazon, you know. Now this is going to be their DLC finish. These pictures aren't really going to do much justice, but so this is different than the one we just looked at previously, which is going to be like their PVD coating. Ron, what's up, buddy? Just got a Medford Slim Midi. Nice. Nice, man. Torgon becoming a member, baby. Hell yes. New member, Torgon. Glad to have you back, bud. Glad to have you back, my man. You owe me a new tablet. Got my PSYOPs in. I'll be toting it tonight at work. Dude, the PSYOPs is so good. Isn't it good, man? Did you get it opened up and stuff? I want a 4 Max myself. Oh, dude, yeah, that's a great knife to get somebody. Great knife. How would you compare it to the 10? What, the 8015? Palmer, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Good to see you. Yeah, 21 of you need to hit the thummy, baby. Hit that thummy. Yeah, the 15's clip is probably a little better. I agree. They're both not that great, but they're both usable. The 8010 clip is very tough. Personally, Wayne, people are going to have, it's going to ultimately be up to you. Personally, if you said Sheepdog in S35 or the 8010 in S35, even though the Sheepdog's coming in carbon fiber, I'm still going to take the 8010. It's just the 8010 is a true locking, cutting tool. And you can't really say that about a whole lot of knives. The AD10 is a true locking folder. That's not going to fail on you. It's not just going to disengage itself. You know, what does a lock need to be opened? It needs a key, right? That's the only way to get into that lock, unless you snap everything around it, apart. And that's what's going to happen with like the 8010, the 15, the Shark Lock knives. Before that lock ever gives up, the blade's going to snap, the pivot's going to shear, a whole bunch of other stuff's going to happen before those locks fail. You can't say the same thing about a liner lock, frame lock, button lock. Compression lock, probably you could say that about. But the 8010 is a different animal for sure. Pena Mula and the EMP Nimble with a Devo Mash for the Ronster. Nice. Robo Stevo, member of the G-Ballers. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. PM2 Micarta, S90V, CME, and an MXG Clip. Nice. Yeah, Wayne. I mean, the Sheepdog's a good knife. Really good knife. So you have no... You're going to love it. Yeah, it's a good knife. Everyone here can vouch for the Sheepdog. I'm sure everyone in here has either had one or has one or is planning on getting one. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like the Engage and Silver Eye over the 8015 for carry, and the 8010 is my favorite all around. You take the Engage over the 15? Yeah, I could see that. I might be right there with you. That might be a tough call for me. See, Demko didn't design the. He definitely aided in the design of the Engage, but without his footprint on it, it's kind of like, eh. But it is solid. I have one, and the Atlas lock is extremely solid. They say I've heard that it's stronger than the Triad lock, but I don't know about that. I don't know. TJ, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Good to see you, man. I think the spider logo resembles a tick more than a spider. The Cold Steel Carve. I don't know if I've seen that. Sounds familiar. Sea-Axe with an Atlas lock. Yeah, I don't know what Cold Steel's doing. I mean, they got that new lock. Let's start putting out some damn new models. Oh, you're saying this has an Atlas lock. Oh. Getting me a little wetty wet there. Ooh, I like that. What do you mean, Sea-Axe? The hell's that? It's a sheep's foot. It's a sheep's foot, bro. Sea-Axe. Freaking Mimo sitting up there on his high horse. That's a freaking sheep's foot, bro. And if it ain't a sheep's foot, it's a freaking Warrenclyffe. So it's coming in Aus 10. Grace, Grace, can't be up that loud, sweetie. Drive me nuts. I wonder if they have these over. They do. How comes I've never seen this? I thought I heard of it, but I don't think I've seen this. Ooh, it's 107 on Amazon. Ooh. Hang on, I might have to order a knife, guys. When did this thing come out? See, even they call it a Warrenclyffe. Ordered a Rosecraft and a QSP Unicorn today. Nice. Which Rosecraft did you get, man? Toddy, be safe, buddy. It's not a warny look. It's a sheepdog. It'll break in, Ron. Kaiser does a fantastic job on their S35. What's this crap called? Yeah, they do a good job on their S35. Cold Steel does a good job. Concept. Real Steel does a phenomenal job on their S35. Chop Shaman S30V, Warney with burlap scales in the pocket, and Cap Junkie. I have that Militol and DLC, and it's an awesome knife. Yeah, the Militol is sick. Love the Militol. Great size, great blade shape. I think most people would say, Wayne, at least that's what I'm going to say anyway, the 8010. Unless you can get the 15 for a better price. Oh, okay, there's the date right there. So it's been out for about a year. How the hell did I never see that? I think I did. Ooh, I can get it on Wednesday. You know what's sweet is that Corvid S or whatever, the fixed blade. That's a badass knife. B&A, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Member of the G Ballers. QSP Gorilla and Unicorn both in 14C on the way, and a Vosti Thunderbird. Nice. Nice, nice. Some good choices there, man. Oh, yeah, Wayne. Easy. Easy. Hell, I used to rock a 8010 in my gym shorts. Put it on my waistband. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. I forget what they come in at. They're around like 8 ounces, I think, but it's well worth it. The knife is well worth the weight of the knife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll see a bunch of people saying the sheepdog's good. Yeah, it is heavier for sure, but it's not heavy for nothing. You know what I mean? It's heavy for a good reason. Yeah, knife collecting is very addicting, dude. Very addicting. They're both gonna feel fairly similar. The 8010 is going to have a little bit thicker of a handle, but they both are going to, if you look, you see this area here and here, they're both going to lock you in really good in there. Um, they're extremely comfortable, both of them. Helicopter just circled my house and flew off. Time to go get the pew-pews out. Start shooting at them. Yeah, I was hoping S35, but thumb studs, Warncliffe, it's really tempting. I have it in my cart right now, and I can get it by Wednesday. Humphrey, what's up, buddy? Gons, member of the G Ballers. What's up, buddy? My Journey, member of the G Ballers. JD, member of the G Ballers. What's up? What's up? The Silver Eye. My Journey coming in. Hey, everyone. G Ballers. Member for 3 months. Holy smokes. Basically, Kathleen, just so you're not supporting Amazon, I guess. But nothing's gonna stop that. Nothing's gonna stop it. So it doesn't really matter. like I said, it's almost dumb for me to go over to Midway when I can just order it through Amazon through Midway and I can get it way quicker. Oh, this is cool. Huh. Why they gotta put that shit on the front of the blade like that, though? It's got an 80-15 clip on it. What is that? Some sort of carbon fiber? Damn, BNA. That's messed up, bro. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Yeah, I tried to forget about that whole Amazon thing, man. Yeah, Aus-10's not bad. Roach coming in with the 4 months, baby, out of the shower. And he's back. He's back, baby. Crispy rocks a bark river at the beach in his thong. Roach coming in with the 4 months. Has anyone changed studs on their AD10? No, why would you do that, man? In my opinion, those are some of the best studs in the game. Those oversized, stepped, temple stepped studs. I love them damn things. Pretty Fly, what's up, buddy? Remember the G-Ballers? I have no idea how many knives I have, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 or so, folders and fixed blades together. Getting up there close to me. JD, what's up, buddy? Coming in with 4 months. G-Ballers mount up, baby. 4 months. Holy smokes. 4 months already. So no naughty words. We'll try to be cordial here. Yeah, I mean I like cutouts too. I like everything though, so oh, I guess I wasn't even showing you guys the knife, was I? This is the Silver Eye carbon fiber. This is a hell of a deal right here though. Carbon fiber S35 satin blade. It's got the high saber. Triad lock. I mean, you can't for 85 bucks. That's a hell of a deal right there. 3.5 inch. So that's a good size right there. I've never seen that thing before. I might have to add that one to the cart too. I might have to add that one too. See, I always add them, then I put them in the saved items. Then when I'm randomly looking, I can go to my saved items and that's where I go. At one point, I had like 150 knives in my saved folder. Ooh, they got the code 4 right now, guys, for 77 bucks. That's an insane deal. David Coates, what's up, buddy? Member of the G-Ballers. Good to see you, man. Look at this, guys. This might be the best deal on the internet right now. I mean, select size. The fuck are they talking about? No, not the blister pack. Come on. Dude, are you kidding me? 77 bucks for satin, S35, and aluminum with a triad lock. That's an amazing deal right there. Amazing. I have maybe 10 knives that I carry at this point. Shit. I rotate through 10 knives in a day. Don't you limit your collection a bit, JD. Gotta be mad when they're $40 on Midway next week. What's gonna be $40? Kathleen, I do. Less than 30. Can't carry it, don't keep it. See, I have a little different frame of mind. I always had the intention to start a channel, but I procrastinated for quite a while, probably a year or longer. I procrastinated to do it. But one thing I found is keeping, sure, I could sell a ton of knives, and this Tanto right here would be money. Absolutely money. But the spear point for 77, anybody looking for a good deal, needing their next knife, right there. You can't beat that right there. Can't beat it. But anyway, one thing I've found is having like a nice variety allows me to make different content whenever I want. So like I have a nice, collection of knives. So one night I can say, I want to do a video on 5 button locks that are under 50 bucks. Well, that ain't going to be hard. I can do that. Or 5 crossbar lock knives under 70 bucks or whatever. 10 knives under 100 bucks. Stuff like that. I have the ability to just do that, and I like having that ability. But I can see both sides of the coin. But for my purposes and my thought process, the more knives I can get, the better, pretty much. Recon 1 is on my list for sure. 10 knives that you own. Hell, I have 30 sitting on my table here. Speaking of the code 4, I want or not the code 4. I want that 5 max. The 5 max. I wanted to keep the code 4. Lonnie one here was going to send in a 110 at first. You should have, dog. Dude, look at this. You can go get a 4 max for 55 bucks. Ooh, I might have to pick that shit up. Is that an OS 10? It is. 4 inches. That is an awesome deal right there. They make a more premium one, though, don't they? The 8015 Lite would be good, too. Sent the 110 to Urban. Bluminati want it. Well, I might have I have a couple 110s to give away. The 8015 Lite. Is that OS 10 as well? Yeah, I want the Recon one. I want this AK-47 one here. There's so many cold steels that I want. The 4 Max, the 5 Max. I want that 3V SRK. So many that I want. This would be badass. This Voyager thing. Freaking nasty. So many that I want. So many. I can't keep up with the content always rotating. Plus disassembly videos and then throwing some mods in. Always 2 weeks out with about 2 weeks worth of videos to edit too. Dude, if whatever you're doing is working for you, then stick with it. There's no reason to change it. I know what you mean about being overwhelmed though, for sure. I know exactly what you mean. This looks sweet right here. I don't think I've ever seen this. Not this particular one. Yeah, BNA, if you never had an 8015, this looks sweet right here. Look at that Tanto. Nasty. Nasty. Yeah, JD, listen to this. I think I have close to 2 weeks of videos pre-scheduled out right now, and I have 60 videos in my queue ready to be, set. And I'm not even close to, I have so much shit that needs recorded. Plus all the stuff I want to record. I have stuff I need to record, and then there's stuff I want to record. And I just never can catch up. Cemetery Gates, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. Tactical Terry, what's up, man? There you go, Lonnie. Yeah, the Code 4 is amazing. I love that knife. Low Country, what's up, buddy? Get a 4 Max Elite. It's the one knife I carry every day. The drop point Verger is sick as well, Voyager. Yeah, there will come a time when I have a lot of those cold steels. There's just so many. So many. This thing looks awesome too. Remember we was talking, whoever was here? This is one of the knives I was trying to think of, but I couldn't think of it. Right here. The holdout. It's an S35, all serrated, nasty little tip. This would be ideal right here. And it's not too big of a knife either. I need to put that one in here too. And that's a good deal. I mean, it is fully serrated, so it's not going to be for some people for sure. But I think everyone should have a serrated in their collection. At least one. Yeah, I mean, $73. You can't beat that. Can't beat it, baby. RC, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Having a slip made for my burlap 110. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I modified a 110 style belt sheet to sit scout carry on my belt. Nice. I've seen some of your handiwork, Terry. Not really, Wayne. Depending on the Tanto. But if they got two distinct edges, like this one, no. But if it's like them Japanese style where it's barely got that secondary point, that would be very easy to sharpen away and make a drop point out of it. Very easy, by the way. Very easy. But those real pronounced um Tantos, no. Because you would just sharpen them as basically two knives. You know what I'm saying? Or you just sharpen them separately. You'd sharpen this edge, or whoops, you'd sharpen this edge separate of this edge. You know what I'm saying? So you'd focus on this one, boom, 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 and then you'd focus on this one. So, but those Japanese ones, don't ask me about those. I'm not much for sharpening to begin with. Work both sides to the middle. What do you mean, Delaney? With those Japanese Tantos? No, Wayne, some people don't like them, but that's going to be the case for every blade shape. But I'm a pretty big fan of, well, all of them. But I like Tantos. A good Tanto, like a nice low drop point style Tanto like this, where you still get that nice low tip. It's going to act a lot like a drop point does, but you get these two nice edges. The secondary tip comes in handy for certain things. You can chisel, scrape with this, poke and pierce. You can slice. I like these types of Tantos right here. Like if you had something like this and something like this, there's nothing you couldn't really accomplish at that point. You have pretty much everything covered with those two blade shapes. Just work both sides to the middle. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, don't ask me to do it. So you have lots of knives that you collect and use for videos, but what is your most used everyday knife? I would probably say one of my most carried and used knives ever is going to be the Nimble X version 1. Probably one of my most carried, used knives ever. I love this knife. Perfection. Ergonomic as hell. It's got that nice low, it's got a nice low tip. Kind of spear pointy, drop pointy. It's got the cutout, fuller combo, jimping up the spine. This is one of my most carried knives ever, for sure. Incredibly good action. QSP was John Rusk at EMP probably gets the best out of QSP. But this knife is so damn good. Ridiculous. So this is one of my most carried and used. Another one is going to be the Renegade Provisions Co. GOM, or the God of Mischief. That one has been carried a lot, used a lot. Yeah, no problem, Wayne. What knife is that? Sergio, what's up, buddy? Yeah, see, Terry, I don't know. You don't want to come to me for that type of shit. That's for sure. Hey, thanks, baby girl. Have a good week. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. Oh, yeah, the evolution. This one right here, Kathleen, is working its way up the list though, as far as I mean, it's got a ways to go to catch up to like the Nimble X there. But this is a knife I cannot put down. It's so damn good. So damn good. Love it. What was the tan handled one? The sheep's foot? This one? That's a Demco. Great knife. S35. And I went with the S35 because I believe these are made in the same factory as the Cold Steel. And I know they make 3V1s or 20CV or whatever other steels in these 20.5s, but I figured the safest, best bet would be to get S35 because, 3V sounds great, 20CV sounds great, but if it's a subpar heat treat, you might as well just get S35VN with a great heat treat and you're going to get better results. So that's pretty much why I went S35 with this one, just because it was a safe bet. But yeah, this is an ultimate EDC knife right here. Love this thing. Comfortable, great blade shape, great steel, fun to deploy, fun to disengage, strong, dependable lock. Hard to beat for sure. And Amazon was having a killer sale on those when I got it. Been carrying the Neutron every day since Marsal hooked me up. Those are up there for me as well, BNA. Both my Atom and my Neutron too. I have carried the piss out of both of those. Yeah, David, the 20.5 Demco is one of my favorite designers, knife makers ever. Love Demco. I'm wondering if you got the same carbon fiber one as I do, BNA. Gon's coming in with 7 months, baby. Boker Mermaid is the grail of all grails. I don't have that. Is that the Blade HQ exclusive 20.5? I don't know. I got it off Amazon, but I forget the retailer. It might have been Blade HQ. I can look. I can look. Whoa, they went up. Whoo. Can I look? Oh, I might have to. Yeah, the Mermaid is one I don't have. I haven't got that yet. Damn, these went up like crazy since I ordered mine. Still not bad, though. I mean, not too bad. Tactical Mermaid, you have me intrigued. Is anyone going to Blade Show that's in here right now? Anybody? The Best Tech Shodan is the only S35 I have, was a gift, so I don't cut with it. I hear you, man. Stuff I've gotten as like a gift or whatever, I tend to really baby it and take care of it. I'll still carry them. I'll still use them a little bit, but I ain't like jamming them into drywall and, cutting out electric boxes and shit like that. But, you know, like Carco gifted me a Luft Avant. And I carry it because he probably he would probably want me to, and I do. And I use it, but I use it very lightly. The Shodan is an awesome knife, though. Todd Knife and Tool. Best Tech in my experience, they do a pretty good job with their S35. I think pretty much every company now at this point is doing at least a good job with their S35. Good to great. With S35. There's no excuse at this point to not be heat treating S35, right? But I love S35. Great, great steel. Yeah, we know for the edge retention queens out there. But that's not everything, that's not the most important thing to everyone. It's not to me by the least bit. Everyone's favorite steel. Boy, that's tough, dude. I really like S90V. That's a really tough question. It really depends. What would it be for? Just for everything? Like one steel, and it would be for whatever I need it for type of a deal? Because, like, if you were like something as a slicer or something, then I would say S90V. Um, but if I could only pick one knife to have one steel, or whatever you want to say, just one knife, one steel. That's tough. I might have to go Vanex. Vanex and Magna Cut are up there. I just don't have enough experience. Like I have a couple Vanex and several Magna Cut, but I haven't had enough time with them. Low Country Hillbilly coming in with the $5 GBALL holla, baby. Keep up the fine work. Grilling chicken. Illing chicken from Grill. Peace. $5 GBALL holla. Thank you, Low Country. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, Shodans are sexy. Yeah, exactly. S35 is amazing. Love S35. I live in a desert, so rust doesn't matter. Magna Cup for EDC, 3V for playing in the mountains, M4 for thin and slicey and shavings. What about crew wear though? I honestly I think crew wear is a better all around steel than like 3V and M4. in my opinion. But I still love M4 and 3V. I just think people don't give Crewwear enough credit. Crewwear is an amazing all-around steel. 154 guns, I'm with you, dude. I got a ton of that shit. That's up there in the top for me as well. If we're talking about like basic stuff, but I mean, you can get those same attributes that 154 has, like all around wise, because 154 is great because it's decent at everything for the most part. It's not it's not the toughest steel, but it's tough enough. Brian Kerr, member of the G-Baller Visionaries. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, BNA. I mean, that's kind of my thing too. Like, I love these super steels and all these different super steels, but there we go back to S35 and like S30V. Properly heat treated S35 is an awesome all around steel, and it's easy to get that bad boy touched back up. It's not going to take forever to do it, you know? So that's one reason why I like S35 would probably be up there. I mean, it's tough to say one steel, but if like I had to pick one and I had to maintain it myself and all that type of stuff, I would probably go S35. Like a well heat treated S35. That's probably where I would go. If I had to maintain it myself and all that stuff, that's probably what I would do. Because some of them super steels, when heat treated properly, can be very time consuming. You should get a Drift LC. It's amazing. EDC, second daily carry. Wish they ran it in Vanex like my large Drift. Crewwear. I do have a Drift in Vanex. It's titanium, knurled titanium in Vanex. Love that knife. It's as thin as the Neutron. It's a beast. Agreed, Crispy. Agreed. It's a great user steel. And so is S30, S35. I think those are great all-around user steels. And so is Crewwear. That's more of like a premium all-around user steel. Marisol, what's up, buddy? Member of the GE Ballers. Good to see you, my man. Good night, all. Time to head out to the slave pit. Hey, see you, Curtis. Thanks for swinging in, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. S45 is good. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. 14C. You guys know how much I love 14C. Yeah, 14C in micarta is probably one of the most, that's like up there. That's a, decent chunk of my collection. 14C, 154, and like S30, S35. I bet that makes up a good chunk of my collection. Easy. And then like the 20CV M390 is going to make up a pretty big portion as well. I've never actually looked at that, but I wonder what the most I have. It's probably 14C. I bet I have 100 knives in 14C. Easy. Easy. Ain't 14C and 154 pretty much? No. No, man, Gons. 154 has a little bit better edge retention than 14C, but 14C is extremely tough. And I mean, like, here is 154 cm and its toughness. 14C is up here. You know what I mean? It's one of the toughest steels in the knife world. 14C. And it's also equally extremely corrosion resistant. It's not the best like Vanex and LC200N, but it's just below them in its corrosion resistance. So 2 out of the 3 major categories, 14C dominates. And then it lacks in edge retention, but it holds an edge decently. But then again, it's very easy to touch back up. So it's almost a pro. Might not have the best edge retention, but it's extremely easy to sharpen back up. So it's kind of a pro, in my opinion. Yeah, your liner lock Sabenza. All right. I'll give you 300 for it. I don't know about significantly. I think it's like a 6 out of 10, whereas 14C is like a 4 out of 10. I don't know that it's significantly, but one thing's for sure is 14C is significantly tougher and more corrosion resistant than 154. The only reason 14C is looked at by most people the way that it is because it's on a ton of shit that is very affordable, but 154 is used in custom knives. 14C is extremely cheap to get and to treat. So they're able to put it on cheaper knives, but just because it's a cheap steel to get and, treat doesn't mean it's actually a budget steel because it performs like a super steel in 2 out of the 3. We consider 20CV a super steel, but out of a score of 30, it scores like a 19, 19 and a half. 14C scores like a 21. So just because 20CV has great edge retention, well, 14C has great toughness. Yeah, I tend to agree with that too, Todd. Well, if we're gonna say give props to 154 on its edge retention, we should really give 14C its prop for its toughness because it's extremely tough. I mean, I don't know what everyone does with their knife, but steel naturally is tough. You know, there are definitely certain ones that aren't, like Maximent and a few others that are very chippy and brittle. But for the most part, steel is pretty tough regardless. But that's one thing that goes along with, hey Miranda, what's happening? Is the mini Praxis in D2? Yes, I believe it is. Yeah, I mean, if you ain't climbing buildings and batoning cinder blocks, you're not using your stuff. But going back to JD's, that's the reason it's used, man, so sparingly on a lot of these models, because it's so cheap to obtain and it's very easy to heat treat because it's got such a wide range. So people tend to not, I think people talk too much, and not that I know the characteristics of every steel up and down, but I also can admit that I don't know everything about every steel. But you got people who will bash VG10 and just they'll bash certain steels or whatever it is, and they don't actually even know what the characteristics of the damn steel is. And then people listen to those people and they're not right. You know what I mean? That's kind of my defense on 14C. Yeah, but see, so let's we kind of had this same discussion, JD. I don't know if you were here. You might have had left or you might have not gotten there yet, but it was one of the last streams we did. And so if you could forget, so if we never say 14C just came out today, and from now on, we only saw it in $150 knives plus or $200 knives plus. Nobody would bat an eye at that based on its characteristics. But so that's what I'm saying. It's looked at differently because it's cheap. People listen to those people, exactly. But that's the thing, Miller. You hear it enough from a couple of people and then you start believing it. And it's like, wait a minute, this is a decent steal, especially at a given price point.
Uh, are you tired of Sissy being out here?
No. No.
Well, I want to play with me with the game.
Why don't you go in and play?
But I want
She's
to
lazy, bud. You don't need her to play.
play with me. I'm going to be lonely.
Well, I'll be in a little bit. There you go, Delaney. I don't trash a steel until I've tried it. I don't know if truer words have ever been spoken. That's freaking hilarious, dude. That is hilarious. Those are some good steals, Miranda, from every. I mean, I don't have no 15V. There's not enough of it to really get much of an idea, but from what I hear, it's good. But S90V is one of my favorite steals ever. Yeah, we've considered the Legos, but let's just say if I put like a remember the old, they don't really sell them much anymore, but remember you used to be able to get like the case of random Legos, like a 500 count or whatever. Uh, they would be scattered all over the house in like 10 minutes. I think 14C is excellent if you want to become an expert at stropping and sharpening. Other than that, I just don't think it competes just because it's tough. What do you mean it don't compete? What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I think certain like creators, just because it doesn't have a super steel label, then it's no good, most likely. That's kind of what I'm thinking that they are assuming. You know what I mean? Because like somebody who trashes VG10 probably don't know anything about it, or they could only be guessing. Because VG10, heat treated properly, is a damn fine steel. Up to like $100, depending on the other attributes to the knife. Why do you think Spyderco used it for so long? Hell, I still think they do use it. Brian, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. Good to see you, man. Nobody likes me for some reason. What do you mean? What happened? Yeah, dude, Legos are expensive. Yeah, they're ridiculous. I remember when I was a youngin', you could go to like Walmart and get one of them big ass, well, they weren't big, but like a 12 by 12 or something. And it had several hundred Legos in it. And it was like $10 or something. I mean, you could build all kinds of crap. Every year for Christmas, I'd get a couple different Lego thingamajigs, Star Wars fighter ship. My brother was really into Legos, my older brother, and I just kind of inherited it. Uh, but yeah, me and my brother together had a ton of Legos. We have a ton now, actually. My daughter enjoyed it, still does. Strider Lego is the shit. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't personally like 154 over 14C. Not anymore. If you would have asked me like a year ago, I would have said 154. But just because it has a little bit better edge retention doesn't mean anything to me at all. But it's still a good steel. I love 154. I would prefer 14C. Toughness goes a long way when talking about edge retention as well. That aids in it holding that edge a little bit longer. So a well heat treated 14C is going to hold an edge long enough that it's not going to matter. To the casual user, it's going to be good. A lot of people love D2, Miranda. A lot of people love D2 still. There's definitely some haters, but there's haters on every steel. So, yeah, how about it? Yeah, the erector sets. And then the little army men. I used to rock the little army men. And then as I got a little bit older, I'd drill them. Like I'd take a screw and a screw gun and I'd drill them into like a wood shelf or something. Get in trouble. Anyone get the Ria XOU? Ordered one today. I was looking at those last weekend, I think it was. Yeah, last week, 2 weekends ago. They're like $70. What?
You know how to do this.
Where's mommy? Want to ask mommy, dude? You have the sleeves in the wrong spot. You didn't think to put the sleeves in the right spot or what? Huh?
No.
You can't put it on if the sleeves are in wrong side out, dude.
Sissy, go back out!
Erector sets were too hard. The XOUs are not expensive either.
No.
But it's definitely another thing I don't need. Where are they at? Yeah, there's another steel right there. If done properly, it's a decent steel. I kind of put like BD1N, VG10, AUS10, N690. If all done properly, I think they're kind of all in the same realm of being a good steel. Like they're going to get the job done. And it goes back to the ease of like maintenance and that sort of thing. Like we just said a little bit ago, super steels are awesome until it comes time to, you know, sharpen them yourself. And then we're talking a very time consuming thing. Well, I'm not ordering it from Blade HQ if that's where they are. Well, they certainly don't have any. Definitely something I don't need. Yeah, especially depending on what company you're getting the BD1N from. Yeah, they're only $80. I mean, that's not that great, but it's not that crazy either. Too bad they didn't do them in titanium for $80. That would have been even better. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, and there's still some people stuck in those days where D2 is realistically, does anyone, most people need more than like D2 or something equivalent? Anyone here in here, OTF guy, think about picking up a Microtech Ultratech for my first one? Um, I'm not an expert. I do have several, and the Ultratechs are awesome, but there are OTFs out there with better switches, more comfortable to actuate. Um, this is probably where one of the first places I would recommend, Miranda. You're still going to get USA made quality and all that stuff, all that. But the switches on the axials, in my opinion, are better. They're not as rough on the thumb. With that Ultratech, you may never get used to that switch. And they got a bunch of new stuff up here. Woo! Like if you go over to Axial, you're going to get a bunch of good stuff. They have tons of blade shapes, tons of options. They have even more now than I knew about. They got clip points, Warren clips, which I'm gonna have to pick one of them up. Tantos, all kinds of different inlay materials. And that's just the V3. I have one of their darts, and then I have one of their... Oh, they're all sold out? What? Everything. Everything is sold out. No kid. They'll probably have more soon. Hell, they don't even have the dart up there anymore. Did they quit making that? Huh. Wonder if they quit making that crap. The dart's awesome, though. VG10, RPM 9 or 7 now. 154 cm, even S35. Under 100, all worth it. When you consider most 14C knives are 65 to 75 with a proper HRC. They hold a better edge, good toughness, and still easy to maintain. Yeah, I'd take S35 over 14C for sure. I don't know if I'd take... I don't know. I wouldn't take RPM 9 over 14C. I don't think I would take VG10 either. Later, Low Country. Good to see you, buddy. Don't hate the game, hate the player. What I've seen, Kubi does a real good job with 14C. Yes, they do. Donnie, what's up, buddy? Everyone has their preferences. That's just it. But well done. Any steel on the lower end, most couldn't tell the difference. I don't think so either. I think and same would go for me as well. If I handed you a knife, JD, and said this one is 14C and this one is 154, but they were reversed, and the 14C was 154 and the 154 was 14C. I don't think you could tell the difference, and I don't think I could tell the difference. Personally, I don't think we could. We would have to... There would have to be so much that would go into trying to figure out which one was which. I think ultimately it'd be pretty damn tough. Like if everything was treated equal, I think it'd be very tough to decipher. I'm thinking about it, BNA. That's a hell of a good deal. I got it in my cart, and I could have it by Wednesday. That Warrenclyffe looks pretty damn good. Why, did you pick one up? Blade Runner HQ? Yeah, I like Blade Runner HQ. And that place was never on my radar either. Uh, I'm not a big fan of, but we don't need to get into that. You can spend your money wherever you want. I just choose not to send them any money anymore. Unless it's like very rare occasions will I buy something from Blade HQ or like Knife Center. I'd rather buy from DLT, REC, White Mountain, places like that. Joseph, what's up, buddy? Smoky Mountain. Heretics, that's another one I want to try. There's several. I mean, there's so much crap I want to try, but so much crap, so little time. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one of those XOUs just because they're cool. I certainly don't need one, though. Kershaw Livewire has good HRC Magna Cut for 200. That would be a good choice, too, Miranda. I forgot about those. And you can't get the Axial now anyway. So if you're trying to get it now, JD's got a good point there. I haven't handled one personally, but I've heard they're really good. The switches are really good. So that would be the Ultratechs are really solid OTFs. They're extremely solid. It's just that switch is kind of. I wish they would redo that switch. I mean, they almost have nothing to lose and everything to gain by changing that switch up. I don't know why they don't do it. Now, if you were to carry it every day and eventually, for the first week or so, your thumb will be miserable, probably even longer. But there would probably be a point where you'd kind of start getting sort of used to it. But it's not that it's done poorly, it's just done very aggressively. So that's the thing. It's not meant to fidget with it per se. It's meant more to get a good grip and be able to fire it out type of a deal. Whereas other OTFs have kind of a softer switch and they're just a lot easier to deploy and disengage. Fook, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Member of the G Ballers. Yeah, Heretic's one I want to check out. There's a couple companies that I've never checked anything out from that I want to. Axial does really well. Like the Ronin that EMP did with them. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I have a couple OTFs, but I'm not like a massive. I think they're cool and I think they have a place. But am I going to get like 50 of them or something? No. One thing I wanted to get one from like each company or most of the major companies, and I wanted like a blade shape in each. And that was about it, which would still end up being quite a few OTFs, but I don't plan on having a ton or anything. I do like them, but not as much as like a regular locking knife either. Newer models of Microtech have an easier deployment. Oh, really? Have they changed that up a little bit? Oh, damn. I'm really far behind. Yeah, Miranda, if you're not in a huge hurry, Axial would be a good company to go with. All black Tanto shift and Magna Cut. Yeah, Axial's good. Other than self-defense, what is the purpose of an OTF? Well, the quick deployment is a huge feature of the knife. So like military, police, people like that would benefit from having something like this, something that's a certain, deployment. Um, but nowadays, you know, that's going to be the main draw though, that quick deployment, that for sure deployment. And I don't know, cool factor is one of the things too, you know. Jamie, what's up, buddy? Member of the GBALL Visionaires. What's up, man? Easy access for EMTs, police, firefighters. Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yep, exactly. Cool factor, yep. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to kind of say is nowadays a lot of them are one-hand deployers. Um I guess the idea being these are one-hand deployers that are going to be a for sure thing as long as you don't hit it on something before it's out. But yeah, I have to agree with that. Uh in a sense, they would be good for self-defense, but also not as well. Yeah, you're not wrong, Miranda. They do keep you finger safe for sure. Yeah, Gons, they've done a lot of tests on OTFs over the years and a lot of it microtext, but I think a lot of these other companies would, you know, be probably pretty close, at least the higher end OTFs, and they can take a freaking beating. Uh so You know, I've watched somebody like hammer one into a tree and like freaking wrench it around and it not snap it in two. Gweg, look at the Core Edge USA 0331. Ooh, that's pretty clean looking. You got one of those. I've never even heard of this place or this company. Those are pretty sweet. What do they usually cost? I do have a OTF here. I think it's from, is it TACCOM? I think. Yeah, I have one of these. That's what I have right here. And I can say this is pretty damn well done too. I think these are 154, 59 to 60, 154 aluminum, and it's got a really good switch on it. Good size. Good action. What's up, Beast? That's kind of my next target too. I wanted a double edge like this, and I got it finally. Because I have a drop point, I have a Tanto, or I have two Tantos. Oh, I guess I do have a sheep's foot. But I won't mind having a, like, Warney Cliff style. Kind of like the Axial. No OTFs here, but they are fun to play with. Yeah. And they're cool. Yeah, it's going to depend, Miranda, on like what's your intention for it. If you're not planning on like sitting on the couch and, doing this. Now, apparently they've changed them up a little bit and they're a little bit more satisfying. So if that's the case, I think it was Gone said they're a little better now. So I have two Ultratechs before that switch. So a good gravity knife is more fun. Yeah, I might not argue with that. I do enjoy a good gravity knife. Danny B, what's up, buddy? Member of the G-Ballers. Member of the Visionaires. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Craig Vincent, what's up, bud? Later, Palmer. Good to see you, buddy. How is it a gimmick or a novelty? In my opinion, it's the most simple knife mechanism there is. If a newborn had the strength, they could fire it. I think they've proven to be pretty reliable as far as like their toughness factor. Yeah. Yep. The Heretic. Yeah, there's another company I want is a Heretic. So there's Heretic, and what's the other one? There's another one too. Heretic, and what's the other one? What's the other company? Now I can't think of it. Yeah, Guardian Tactical. Is that who I'm thinking of? Guardian Tactical, Heretic. Those are two companies I want to try. They're OTFs. There's definitely a few microtechs I want to try, like a Troodon. There's definitely a couple I want to get and have someday. Me either, Gons. I won't mind trying it though. Yeah, the Hawk Deadlock would be cool, but I'll never have one of those, I don't think. I don't think. You'd have to love OTFs or have more money than brains, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't bother me like one little bit that this kind of goes side to side. Like just a minuscule amount. I mean, it's not even noticeable. I mean, you can just kind of feel it. You can just kind of feel it that it kind of moves, but it's not anything. And there's no up and down either. It's just a tiny, tiny bit side to side. That don't bother me one bit. Give a shit about that. Neil McKenzie, what's up, buddy? My local shop owner asked me about making a meetup space there. Still have to draw something up. Any cool ideas? What do you mean, any cool ideas? As to what to do? Or do you mean where to have it? Or what do you mean? Jamie, coming in with the 14 months, dude. Woo! 14 months, baby. Have a good week, everyone. 14 Mizzy months for the Jamester. Have a good week, everyone. Thank you, buddy. 14 months. That's insane. That's insanely insane. Can there be a glory hole? Well, if there's a glory hole, I'm coming for sure. I mean, hell, let me know, dude. I mean, I don't think you guys aren't too crazy far from me. We were supposed to do that meetup. Where at? Where were we supposed to do that meetup over the winter? And we never did it. Wasn't it down by Mikey Reese's area? That doesn't really, that's even farther for you guys, but if we were to do that and you guys wanted to go, you guys could just drive to my neck of the woods and then we could ride down that way or something. I don't know. If we were to do a meetup down that way. But I'd definitely be down to come up. I'd be down. Just need some notice. Aren't there places in the US where you can't even own, let alone carry OTFs or automatics? Seems like the knife laws are ridiculous. Yeah, there's definitely jurisdictions where I just found out, I think it's Chicago, they can't have a knife over 2.5 inches in certain jurisdictions. So that's going to eliminate every OTF pretty much. But yeah, there's certain places you can't carry them. You can own them, but you can't carry them. Pennsylvania used to be like that. But in was it 2024 or 2023? It changed. Knife Rights actually won Pennsylvania their knife rights back. So we can carry autos and gravity knives. We used to be able to own them, but we couldn't carry them. Now we can carry them, all that stuff. But yeah, there's definitely places. And just because like they made it legal here doesn't mean if you were to get pulled over or something, they still might give you trouble over it, possibly. But my philosophy is if you don't break the law, you're not usually going to get stopped by the cops. So I can't carry OTFs legally. Yeah, that never stopped me either, brother. Now definitely don't, but Lehigh in September. Is there a show? Yeah, agreed. Definitely fixed blade is the way to go. A good slicey, pokey, fixie. I agree. Boy, that's tough, Fook. Yeah, that's tough, man. Can own but not carry any auto over 1.5 inches. That's insane. Yeah, so you two pretty much deal with the same stuff, Fook and Craig. Danny Day Cheeto, what up, dude? There you go, Kathleen. I keep one under or next to my seat. And then of course I have them all over my house, but that's awesome. Yeah, there you go. Then yeah, the Ultratech's going to be good to go then. I think you'll be happy with it. They're built extremely well. So you're not going to have an issue with it. Have a Karambit in the Tundra, a Tomahawk in the Tahoe. That's one thing that's going to be moving out to my truck. I keep a Tomahawk, a machete, and a big fixed blade in the cab of my truck, and then a folder. I need to put a Karamba out there too. That way I got lots of options. That's another one I haven't tried is the Lightning series. I've heard they're really good. Ground Fog, what up, buddy? Getting ready to head out, man. Gotta go get some din din. I got videos to record still. I got a bunch of crap to do yet still for the channel. Yippee. At some point, Wayne, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Having a fully serrated knife can come in handy for a multitude of things. For sure. I've been carrying a little OTF utility blade at work, and it's already outlived my expectations. Yeah, Ross, I take my little axial dart with me every day to work. S35, Tanto. It's nice. Bird fully serrated are bargains. Yeah, Marisol, you're the one we were talking about that one time a while back. I've looked at them. I got a couple saved in my cart. KC said he's gonna kick your ass if you don't get up. Did he really? Yeah, great for rope, great for freaking slicing and dicing. And they're tough too. Serrations are rigid. Lightning is a great starting point for exploring OTFs. Yeah, that's one I never got to check out. Hell, my first OTF was an Ultratech. My second OTF was an Ultratech. So I went right for the big dogs, or bigger dogs anyway. But I've dabbled around. Oh, that would have been hilarious if he did. I wear sunglasses for watching Casey's head. Yeah, I'm going to be the same way, Midnight. I I I've been just trying to figure out which one I want to get. I was thinking about going the bird route, like Marisol said, but then I thought about getting something with a little bit better steel, like S35, and cold steel would be a great option for that. So, but I plan on doing the same thing. It might not be like on body carry, but it'll be in my sling bag, which I've had a couple people ask me about doing a video on that. So maybe I'll do one. As far as I know, he's on, Jay. Or he should be soon if he's not. What do you think of Neve's knife? I know you ain't asking me. Ooh, a fully serrated shaman. Yeah, dude. That's maybe a little more than I want to spend on it. That cold steel in S35 fully serrated would be money. The holdout S35. Yeah, if I had money I didn't know what to do with, the shaman is it the shaman that's fully serrated? I know they did a tenacious. Black Talon 2, XL Vaquero, and an XL Voyager Tanto. Yeah, I think we looked at all of those, Craig. The one that hooks, Marisol? Somebody mentioned that to me that he had a knife coming out. I forget who said that. I know Cold Steel makes a crazy, like, recurved, angled, like, nasty, uh, serrated knife. I forget what it's called. Somebody probably already said it, but I forget what it's called. Is that going to be in Magnicut? Oh, yeah, the civilian. That's right. Spyderco did do a nasty one. Is the matriarch that one that like curls all the way around like a hook almost? That one would be pretty sweet. I don't think those are cheap, though, either. I think those are pretty pricey. That cold steel holdout looks like it's money. It's S35, spear point, um, 7 inches overall, and it's like $70. So it's a pretty good deal. 4-inch handle, 3-inch blade, S35, triad lock. Looks like it has a decent clip on it. That might ultimately be the one I go for. Somebody wrote 4-inch. It's 3-inch, I think. Yeah. 3-inch blade, 7 inches overall. Oh, is he on vacation? Okay. Well, good for him. Ask Hillary at TRM to check out the Bulldog, then send it to me. I'll ask her. Probably tell me to piss off. Yeah, 130 is not bad. Yeah, I've heard those bird ones are pretty cool. Put a $35 lynch clip on a $28 bird. Yeah, I mean, those bird knives are an easy, cheap way into it to see. But I think it would be good, maybe not to keep, like I said, in your pocket, but like me, I take my sling bag everywhere when I leave my house. I think it'd be good to have in that at the minimum. And then that way, if I do want to put it in my pocket, I have it with me and I can do that if I want. We had kids like that too, man. Their system would blow the car into pieces pretty much. Who's on? Is it Rob's Nerdy Knives? Is he on? Somebody can link his channel. I don't think I have it. I could probably find it, but um for the members too, the video I think's coming tonight or tomorrow morning for the member video. Damn, that last video is kicking ass. They both are from today. Both gonna go over 1,000. That's hilarious. All right, everyone. I'll let you guys roll out. Um, throat piping it up. I unsubbed. I can't listen to that shit. Who are we talking about? Can't listen to that shit. Way too much kazoo. What the hell's kazoo? All right. All right. I'm with you guys, though. Yeah, let him know I gave him a shout out. Rob's Nerdy Knives. Go on over there. Give him a sub. Oh, I've never watched him. Okay. Scott, what's up, buddy? Member of the G Ballers. We're heading out, brother. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good week. I will see most of you all on Saturday. And if you're going to Blade Show, it is a done deal for me. I'm going unless something catastrophic happens, but uh so I'll be there this year. Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched anything from him either in a long, long time. But I can say that about a lot of people too, so. But thank you guys for hanging out, ladies and gentlemen. Always love it. Love hanging out with y'all. Members, keep your eye out for the video. It should be tonight or tomorrow morning. I forget. And I didn't, I forgot to look. I looked at something else. Uh, anyone who comes and watches after, thank you guys as well. That'll wrap this one up. I love you all. Have a safe week. And I will see you guys on Saturday.